Here we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mature Adult Time.
Yeah, we're here. We're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Mel C is here. Serafine, are you here?
I'm here, Serafina Costanza. That's me.
Good, Eric. I'm here.
We're here, guys.
We're all here.
Where else will we
That was
be?
a fun roll call.
It was, yeah.
Actually, a pretty lame roll call. But
I felt like I was in class again.
like we should have
I
had music
felt like
rhyme.
I was in class all morning today, y'all.
You're in school today?
I was in school today. I'm getting homework too. I'm getting homework for this.
Oh, shit. What were you doing today?
So they're starting this new program for probationers where they're actually doing what probation should have fucking been from the beginning. And that is to talk to the people that get incarcerated or that catch a case and see what issues they have or what could have caused them to act out or quote unquote offend. And then they scale you and then they provide you with resources to help you avoid the law, stay out of the system. So for instance, for me today, when we were talking, they asked me if I had ever been diagnosed with any depression or anything. And I was just like, honestly, no, but I think that I'm anxious. And I think that there are things that I probably have that I've never been, I've never really been given the resources, or I myself have reached out for those resources to check them out. And she's like, well, it's perfect. Like, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
My probation officer is super cool, and she kind of was annoyed by the fact that she had to be watched while doing this. So she already had expressed that to me before the woman walked in. So
so they have someone watching you on top of
Who is this
someone
woman?
else.
So this woman is I was gonna ask her that, and I totally brain farted. But this woman, she said that she's just here to help her, provide the information, since this is a whole new program. And my PO was basically told that lady too, like, I've been doing these things with my probationers. And I told her, she asked me about the experience, and I said, besides you, I've been on probation for 7 years. I said I was bumped from probation officer to probation officer the first couple of years. I never had a really relationship with one of them besides the probation officer that did violate me last year. I still fuck with her heavy. Like, I like that probation officer. I don't feel like what she did was wrong. It was my fault, 100%. I told her, like, besides you and Officer Huber, I really always felt like just a number. I never felt like a person. So I told her, I was like, it's cool to come in here. And, like, I just think it's a cool program. So that's something that I can say that as in the criminal justice system, being somebody that's been watching the system and a part of the system, at least they're implementing something right now that may be of help to people.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I think that's cool.
Yeah,
It's
because
dope.
even just going to court with you last year and just seeing how fucking stupid a lot of the people that work there, and it's just it was a really eye-opening experience of how broken a system is that I didn't have very much faith in to begin with. So it's cool that there's something positive, hopefully something positive that's going to start making a difference.
Totally. And I told him that. Because that was when I was locked up, I saw that I was a yes ma'am, no ma'am type of bitch. I was straight up square bear in there, and the cops weren't fucking cool. They were fucking meanies to me. As far as what I was seeing, the bitches that are in and out of jail all the time, and they fucking know each other by a first name basis, and they're homies, and these bitches get 15 extra minutes to fucking twiddle their thumbs and get hot water while I'm over here begging for people to throw bags of water underneath the door for me to eat, because I didn't have time to. And I thought that was unfair. I told him that. I was like, I think it's unfair that people, even in the jail system, people that are in, repetitive offenders, constant going in and out, get treated well in there because they build, relationships and love with people, and that's ass backwards. They shouldn't be sitting here giving you extra time because you're always in jail and they know you. Oh, bitch. There's, what are you providing for people to stay out of jail? What are you providing? Because there are people
in terms of rehabilitation, right?
Exactly what it's supposed to do. That's the start. I mean, it's still a fucked up system, but I'm feeling very positive about that. And
nice.
yeah,
It is. I don't want to leave it up to the government to take care of people. If you fucked up and you fucked up, rehab yourself. In most cases, there are some cases where definitely they need some government assistance, especially when it's drug related, because you can't rehab yourself alone on that. You need a nurse Someone that knows what
What
they're
are you
doing.
talking
And
about?
people quote unquote hit
Talking about
rock
different forms of
bottom.
rehab.
But different parts of rehab, like for
If you're
me, like
stealing, if you're stealing, stop stealing.
oh yeah,
Like
totally.
rehab
Yeah, but
yourself
there's-
on that.
But
Don't-
okay, how about this one?
don't
What
look
if
this
you're
jail
fucking
to teach you
homeless
that.
single mom that fucking your EBT ain't enough and your baby's hungry? You
Yeah.
get caught stealing.
That's not stealing.
That's
to me.
still stealing, though.
I mean, it is, but it's
Don't get caught.
to me, it's justified.
Don't get caught. Yeah, it's justified. That's what
You
I'm
know?
saying. Like sometimes you're in a situation where you have to go back and do because that's all you know. You don't know how to get out of that. And you're not provided. For me,
Yeah.
for me personally, I did not think I was gonna cry like the little bitch that I did today when they're asking me questions about my fucking mom that I so openly act so tough about when like talking to you guys and opening up to you guys, but talking to two strangers about it and like really feeling that I have emotional issues that I don't really cope with, and maybe I can go see a fucking shrink. You know what I mean? Like I've never done that. I've never taken that step to go. So for them to ask me these questions and to see how it sparked in me today, personally, like I told them I would be interested in classes, and they are gonna give me homework. They told me that they're gonna give me journals for me to that will have questions. And they said that instead of talking about it, when I'm writing about it, and it can't be like a yes or no answer, that's healthy. That's what I'm saying. Like I can make the choice to not beat the fuck out of anybody, but if I'm still
But you're
emotionally,
still not gonna feel better about it.
yeah,
You know what
like
I
I'm
mean?
upset. Like 15 minutes or not even 5 minutes before I got to the fucking courthouse today, some guy cut me off. I didn't honk at him, nothing. And then this fool's on his fucking phone driving slow as fuck, and we're catching every red, not because we need to, but because he's literally on his phone, not driving. And I honked at this bitch ass fool.
Hella people are just fucking on their
I
phones.
honked at him and he just started flicking me off, and I didn't say anything other than I'm talking shit in my car out to myself. And at the next red light, he decides to pull over in a bike lane, not another extra lane. He pulls over into the bike lane to roll his window down to start talking shit. And I'm like, fool, you're a pussy. You're the one not driving. If you're gonna cut me off, fool, drive your ass. You're driving like you got somewhere to go, dog. Like, and he started cussing me out in a language that I didn't know. And I was like, full fuck you, you pussy. Like, and there's a guy literally meditating. Like, I could see the guy in his fucking grass in Santa Monica. Like, zoom, and then, like, peeks open, like, because I'm yelling loud in this little ass street. So my voice echoes. And I felt so stupid because I was having such a good morning. This really pissed me off. He's a bitch, straight bitch. And then we get to the next light, and this puto's on his phone. And I'm like, you know what? He's fucking with me. I'm not going to get mad. Chilling, zoning. This fool's on his fucking phone at the green light, not moving. And I'm not saying shit, but I noticed that he's not being a dick. He's literally still on his phone, that when he looked up, he like jerked like a fucking pendejo. So I started laughing like, you're such an idiot, dog. Like, you're just such an idiot. And when we got to the next light, he was making a left and he put his window down again and he starts like, puta. And I knew he was some sort of fucking foreigner, and I was like, you know what? I know you're smart. I know you're fucking smart. Looked at him and I said some dirty shit in Armenian, and his eyes got real big, and then he was like, pendeja, and just started going, and I'm like, fool, why you so mad? You're a fucking pussy. Why you so mad that I honked at you for fucking being on your phone and not driving?
That's dangerous. You should be.
And
this
guy was just, he was so angry, and I was like, nobody sucks your dick, huh? And he took off.
That'd make me angry too.
Yeah, I know. I was like, because he was just so mad, and I was shaking. Like, I was shaking, and I posted a little message on Instagram because I really wanted to go into this. Oh, and it's just like, fuck you, fool. I'm over here talking shit to you. My ass is in Santa Monica. I'm gonna get pulled over for having some road rage or honking at somebody and fucking fuck me over because they're gonna be like, oh, well, you're, I don't want that. I don't want that ever again. I don't want to be that. I don't know. Different.
Gotta keep that PMA.
PMA. I said that in my video too.
Hell yeah.
PMA.
Positive mental attitude.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's the best.
People don't like. They just don't understand and can't see what they're doing that is fucking them up over and over and over again. You know what I mean? I think it's important to have resources to go help you find that. I think talking to someone is good. I mean, I did couples counseling. I want to do it again because we moved, and I want to just talk to someone on my own. Talk about the shit that, like, I've dealt with a lot of shit from my childhood, but I'm not the way that I could have been. But I still think I need to figure shit out.
Why don't you guys just tell me? I'll be like Dr. Art.
You're the worst. You would be the worst.
You're not the worst. You're not the worst. It's just his coping mechanism.
Yeah, just listen to. Come on, tell Dr. Art.
It's like, dude, I'm.
What's wrong?
Fuck you, dog. Please, I can't take you.
With his hair all braided and shit.
Hey, I came in here asking all of you guys for hugs.
I'm just as much of a doctor as Phil.
I don't want.
Tell Dr.
You
Art.
give me hugs, Art.
I give you a hug. Remember?
You give me hugs. So I
It's a good
said,
hug.
our doctors don't give hugs.
This one does.
Some do.
This doctor gives hugs and prescribes marijuana for everything.
It's inappropriate.
Hey, why don't you think about it when you're high?
Yeah.
Here, hit this again.
Yeah, smoke a joint
Dr.
on
Art.
it, and then think,
Yeah, well, you'll be less mad.
Speaking of mad,
And it's okay to be mad. As a human being, Dr. Art says, feel the whole spectrum of emotion. It's okay. Don't let anyone shame you into feeling like you can't feel sad or happy or mad. It's okay. It's what you do with that emotion that you really need to contain, says Dr. Art. And smoke weed every day.
all right.
Every fucking day, bro.
It's like garlic and apples. Apples keep doctors away, garlic keep vampires away, and weed keeps anger away.
weed is like garlic. It's like a miracle plant.
I don't
Dude,
think
garlic-
weed
I'll eat a
takes anger
spoonful
away.
of minced garlic. It's good for you. No, but it lets you think
Ew.
about your anger.
A beer.
It's a turducken called a hanger craft.
Okay.
I have a craft beer in my backpack that someone gave me.
Craft beer drinkers make me laugh. Y'all are so funny.
Hey, but we
a-
appreciate that you guys
it's a
listen to the
hazy-
show, though.
Oh my god.
So what are you mad about? You're mad.
Yeah,
You're mad over there,
Serafina?
Fina?
Who's mad?
I'm
Talk
mad
Dr.
at
Art.
myself because I made fucking breakfast, like I do sometimes before this podcast.
Thank you, and it was delicious.
It was
and I
very
got
tasty.
a Priscilla pepper, and then I didn't wash my fucking hands, and I touched my nose, and my nose started burning. Now that's fine, but now then I shoved my finger in the inside of my ear, so the whole inside of my ear is fire.
You're lucky you just shoved it in your ear.
Don't you wish you had some breast milk?
Dude, I almost just put
Oh, and
regular
the
milk in
marriage.
my ear.
You what?
That's what I should have did. Is got a Q-tip, put it in milk.
Or vinegar.
Oi,
No, vinegar.
vinegar.
To clean out your ears, it'll be good. Vinegar cleans everything.
And
Peroxide.
And let's go about science here.
No.
Let's talk about your neutrals and your bases.
Yeah, it would
What
be
is
milk.
vinegar?
That would burn.
Oh, okay. It's acidic.
Yeah.
Apple
I don't
cider
know.
vinegar. I
don't know science. I date a
Oh, apple
scientist.
cider
I'm
vinegar
not a
would probably
scientist.
be good. I don't know. I just think if you wanted to talk science, all I could say is breast milk would be the go-to,
Yeah.
the number one go-to. If
Or
you ask me,
wear gloves when you cut those kind of peppers.
Or just wash
They're
your
not
hands.
even that hot.
What kind of pepper is it? You said it was
A Priscilla pepper?
Oh, I never heard those.
They're usually the pepper that you get if you get like a chili relleno.
Oh, Elvis
Chile
named his daughter
relleno.
after those.
chile relleno.
Savor's meal. Dr.
So
Art.
this morning I would like to tell you I'm really tired right now. I got 4 hours of sleep because my mic was last night, which was a fun mic.
That's good. That's good.
But I had to wake up early because I had an 8:30 dentist appointment, and it took me like 2 hours to fucking get there.
Do you still go to the did you switch dentists? Or
I
did you
still
drive
go
all
to the
way out
one in
here?
Santa Monica because it's a good dentist. You got a good dentist. You got a good dentist. Now I'm going at 11 in the next time on a Tuesday. It'll be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I don't drive.
And I was 15 fucking minutes late, and I was like, dude, it was chill because I was watching TV.
I don't drive in the mornings. Like I'm not a morning driver, so I don't deal with morning traffic much anymore. And today, Terrence called me at 9:30 asking me if I was on my way. Like, why are you still sitting at home? And I'm like, Phil, what the fuck? My shit ain't till 10:30. Dog, I'm posted. It's an hour. And he's like, yeah, morning traffic. You don't drive in it. I drive in it. And he left his house at 9 o'clock to get to Santa Monica from fucking Venice and Sepulveda to get to Santa Monica. And it took him 50 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it's
Well, you gotta lock up your
unreal.
tent.
to get further into Santa
He's
Monica.
renting out one of those double wide
Nobody
tents.
gets that joke unless
didn't
they're
even
fucking
listen to
one
him.
of us pendejo.
What did he say? Because I tend to ignore
Nothing.
him.
I'm not even gonna look. I told you guys PMA. I'm not even gonna give that any attention.
Yeah, that was just a joke. It's funny.
It
All I heard was tent.
Yeah, because he said he's venison on Sepulveda. He said, I was like, oh, you have to lock up your tent. It's all those fucking. It's a huge campsite. All the homeless. It's practically its own city now.
Yeah,
It is its own city.
They have like another layer of it. Like it has its own pathway now.
Yeah, there's avenues. They're creating avenues.
Yeah, 'cause it was a
in
double
this,
wide.
Yeah.
It was a double wide sidewalk, and now it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is. It's
Cops like went under
it's
there
ridiculous.
and murdered someone, and no one.
Two
left.
times.
Yeah, no one's left.
No
The
one's
cops
left.
have just went there and killed people, lined them up and killed them, and nothing.
And
Really?
other
They
people
just
have
shot 'em?
killed people there. Like there
Yeah.
have been multiple
Yeah,
deaths.
there's been
there.
several murders
homicides. Like it's crazy.
The last couple of months.
This is
right under the bridge,
Yeah,
just like the Red Hot
Yeah.
Chili Peppers predicted.
dude,
just
when
like
I
just
but
like
wait,
every
real
other
quick,
bridge on
when I
along the
drive,
405.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's every bridge in
Dude,
Los
dude,
Angeles.
not even
now.
just the 405. I was driving off National. Like if anybody, you know,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
if
yeah.
our listeners are West Siders, you know, National and Military. You hit the left there, dude. I went over there. They had a whole there though. At least they're a little bit classy. They're the camper bummy. Like so, it's a whole underneath the bridge. Aren't like have campers, right? And they had a Christmas tree. Oh, and they were decorating their Christmas tree with lights. Literally lights. Like they live in large. And it's like, you know, again, who are we to be mad at or who are we to be hating on? If you keep the street clean, at least on Military, it was very clean. The cleanliness is godliness.
Well, you probably just
are-
caught it after the day they washed it. I doubt any of these people really are cleaning it. No offense, like
Yeah.
maybe
I mean,
maybe
no,
there are a couple of good apples in there.
There are clean people. I mean, there was this guy that lived on top of my building when I was in high school, Grizzly. Like this fool was homeless. We all knew him, you know. And he was clean. He folded up all his things. He wasn't there all day,
Yeah, but
but
that's
he
like
would sleep.
that's like the penthouse though. Like these people are just they're on the ground floor. They got to work their way up to be in that responsible.
Well, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
a
But not on
unicorn
national
homeless.
and military,
Yeah.
but on national and military, they're all in RVs. Like these people all have campers. All the campers are clean. It's always clean. I drive by there all the time because I go to the 99-cent store. Like I'm speaking this like I
What
go
about
through
those
this
ones
street.
on Sepulveda, like when you're approaching National and there's RVs there, and it's like after Gabe's going up Sepulveda?
Oh, yeah, those
and
are
these,
gross.
Dude, these RVs have like plants on their roofs and on the front lawn. Like they're living there, dude. They're like growing food and shit. Like,
But
there's,
the
like,
cops-
no one's saying shit.
And I don't get how these guys can just
But it's illegal to live in your car though.
they have all this stuff there, and then any of these businesses, they're finding businesses because businesses are trying to put up like fences to keep people so that because it's like they pay how much
What are
money
you
to
doing?
have a fucking a business in Los Angeles, and
I don't know,
they
just
just have
trying to
people they just have people just deciding that they're gonna fucking make that their home. I mean,
Well,
it's
I don't want to be a snitch or anything, but there's one that in a couple of
do?
years, once it goes
I don't know.
down,
It just said which Google account are you using?
hey y'all.
Yeah, cool.
No, I mean there's a parking lot that I know a gang of people, a gang of veterans are living in that parking lot. In their
Yeah,
vehicles.
the
And
under the
once
bridge though.
that
I
gets
think
torn down.
what they do, the police is like they go clear it out, and they're supposed to like wash it out.
But they
and then,
don't though because they don't want to do that. They'd rather
They
drive
don't.
around and
They
give
just-
people tickets and take you to jail for smoking in your car.
yeah,
or some shit.
because these people are living under bridge. They don't have any money. Why would the police want anything to do with them? They can't pay a fine. They can't pay their salaries.
Well,
So
that's
who
why
fucking
that's why
cares,
I got 2
It's fucked
jaywalking
up.
tickets downtown. But did you guys listen to Gavin Newsom? This is a good segue to Gavin Newsom's State of the State address.
I've never listened. No, I've never listened to a State of the State. I didn't even know they did that.
You know, to be honest with you, I just happened upon it when I was driving, but it was pretty good. He talked a lot about the homeless people and how what the plan is to kind of address this problem, this issue. And I would encourage everyone just to listen to it. But I think part of what they're doing is releasing some like already government owned land where they can like have like subsidized housings, because I think what's happening is, and what he was saying is, a lot of like counties, because like mostly it's like LA has a lot of homeless people, Oakland is one of them too, and we use a lot of our resources to kind of address that issue. But other homeless people are coming here because we are the states that, or not the states, but the counties that are doing something about it, right?
Well,
What are we doing?
and because
they
because
can't-
I mean,
and,
people just
let me
flock to
finish.
Los Angeles,
Well, also,
you know,
yeah, but
homeless or not.
Yeah, they usually become homeless.
But
They just don't
let
have a
me-
plan.
let me finish. What I'm saying is because some like counties aren't like providing affordable housing for people. You know what I mean? So when they go to a place that they like,
So the solution for homelessness is to build more houses.
But rent's so fucking high here. We have a bunch of empty buildings that aren't being used.
Because that's because Chinese businessmen own them.
What am I saying?
I'm
trying to tell you what he's saying in his speech. You're telling us
what he's saying, and we're telling you that what you're repeating is wrong. Because you're repeating what this guy's telling us to get our favor. And the fact of the matter is that what he's saying that, okay, you're saying that people are coming here because we're doing something about it, but we're not doing anything about it. So
I don't know what we're doing about it.
I think Art and I keep on.
There's a lot. No, there's a lot. No.
This isn't like against the youth thing. You're repeating what somebody else said.
Yeah, but if you go downtown, there's a lot of like, what are they called? SROs or what, like subsidized and public like housings and shit for people.
But have you looked into those housings? Because I know that I have.
If you have housing, wait, can you just stay there for free?
No. There's Section 8.
Yeah, it's like Section 8.
Okay, Section 8 takes people 7 years. Because there's
not affordable housing. If there's not affordable housing and you have to work like 3 jobs and it comes to a point where you have to decide like, hey, should I pay this parking ticket or should I, I can't afford rent. I can't afford rent or I can't afford fucking food.
Then move back home to where you can get a job.
Also, what do you mean? This could also be their home.
Also, let's look at. I mean, there's multiple different reasons that people are living on the street, right?
Of course, and that's what he was talking about. But here's the thing: we're talking. I just said 3 sentences, and you guys are already assuming.
Let us say 1 or 2 back.
Said. Yeah, like I'm trying to like go off that point because. Because you're talking about people who are working 3 jobs and busting their ass and and still can't make ends meet. And yes, I think we need to do more to help those people. But the people who are living underneath that bridge on Venice and Sepulveda aren't those people. Those are people who came here who basically just need to be told, call your parents and fucking go home.
Yeah, they're just camping. They're like, I'm by the beach. I'll just stay here for a while.
I'm all for helping people who need help, but if you choose you want to be there and then you want to take up streets.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm not
yelling.
Oh, he's just talking. I think he's just talking loud. I think he's emotional about the.
Yeah, it's emotional.
It's definitely again. I want to.
I'm not talking about the under the bridge people. I'm talking about.
I want to. Okay, can I repeat something again, Serafina? You're not talking about anything. You've been repeating what this guy is saying, and we've been talking over you. So bad on us. But at the same time, I'm gonna say one thing from a personal state that I know somebody that was on Section 8. Fucking waiting list. She's been living in motels with her fucking 3 children for the last 6-7 years. This mom has been working because she couldn't get into a house.
And that's what he was talking about.
And she's in Section 8 for that many years, and just barely now that her daughter's in high school, and she's been, longer than that. Her daughter's in high school now, and she was doing this before she was like in school, living in hotels, trying to be on Section 8, and she barely got an apartment. So yeah, there are Section 8 people that deserve it, but she deserves it. She fucking works as a caregiver.
And the system wasn't even working for her, and that's what he's saying, that the system has not been working, and he's gonna make go and put more money towards and fix the systems that aren't working so they start working again.
Why is it always more money? Like why is that always why can't they just
No, is what he's saying is the counties have the money, they're just not spending it. They're just holding it and not spending it for what they're supposed to be spending it on.
So is this a person that's looking for votes, or is this just a person that's already in office? He's already in office.
I'm just an ignorant person trying to find out what money are they supposed to be spending it on? Like what things does the money cure the homeless in?
Let's see.
Do you where do the government pay for that hotel that girl was staying in till she got her Section 8? Do they pay construction companies to build houses, which they're gonna rent out or just live for free? Like, what does the money solve for these people who can't or won't work?
I think that it's really unfortunate that you just automatically is like they can't or won't work. It's like
I'm talking about those specific people. Yes.
What specific people are you talking about?
People that can't or won't work. Like, let's say the people under the bridge. I don't know. You have to name names for, you can make up a person who just...
Again, why are you yelling at me?
Because you're just you're telling my...
No, because we're talking about 2 different people. Like, I'm talking about, working families who can't afford, and there's not affordable housing. And you guys are talking about drug addicts under the bridge.
Yes.
So
what who are the programs for?
Yeah, what does the governor plan to
do?
Here, you know what? I'm going to just back out of this conversation because I feel like we're not getting anywhere, and I feel like you guys are just yelling at me. And
oh my God.
I mean, you brought up that you listened to this guy's conversation.
Yeah, and I didn't even get. I didn't really even get kind of just the what I was heard about it out until you guys started jumping on me, and I don't feel like being jumped on right now.
Okay, so basically we got on the topic of people that were homeless, that were bummy, and then you did say, let's segue to this. So we all are going back and forth about something, so let's try this over again. And
let's get off of Serafina's back and jump onto the politician. What's this guy, Gavin Newsom?
Yeah, what is that?
That's who we're all really talking about.
Yeah,
We're not, let's just be clear.
This.
No one's yelling at Serafina. We're yelling at Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, let's
right.
Let's go back to what we were talking about.
Sorry you felt that way, bro.
Let's talk about
Sorry
let's go back.
Way,
let's rewind.
Don't patronize me.
Dr. Art.
He's not. Fucking Dr. Art.
This is how I take care of things.
We fixed it. We're back. We're over. It's over. It's over.
Gavin Newsom's now under the fight.
I'm telling you guys, I turned a new leaf. I'm gonna fucking turn this shit down. Let's get back to.
So what does this asshole want to do, Mr. Newsom?
I really like Gavin.
Let's not call him an asshole. She let her finish. We never let her finish.
He's a politician.
I know they're all assholes. They are all assholes. That's why I was okay. But come on. Okay, Serafina, tell us, please.
So let me just read part of this article. This is a quote from him. He said, "Let's call it what it is. It's a disgrace that the richest state in the richest nation, succeeding across so many sectors, is falling so far behind to properly house, heal, and humanely treat so many of its own people. Every day, the California dream is dimmed by the wrenching reality of families and children and seniors living unfed on a concrete bed, because there is like families that are not able to, and that's what I'm talking about."
Yeah, but why would we only pick the saddest story of that? Like, let's talk about the big picture.
Yeah, because it's
not all families.
I guess
there.
This is great.
Maybe it's 25% family, but what about the rest?
Yeah, this is a great system, but how do they differentiate who's really needs it and who is just there because they choose to it? Because it's very hard. A lot of these people are transplants, are young kids that are just literally doing drugs, enjoying life,
or just wanting to escape their home.
Want to escape their home.
No one wants to live where they grew up.
How do we decipher? Because when I went to the EBT office, there's fools in fucking Louis Vuitton belts with fucking Gucci wallets and fucking red bottom shoes, all this shit going in the GR office getting EBT cards. Young punks that don't want to fucking work.
Oh no, I know
a lot of actors.
I know a lot of comedians who
mostly
just is
actors.
like,
get free housing, and
it's like, dude, you don't need that because you could be working instead of trying to live on a sofa.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's girls that are out there on EBT talking about I'm homeless. Talking about I'm homeless, I don't have anywhere to stay with my kids. They're giving them hotel vouchers. These bitches is leaving their kids at home with their moms, getting a Momo for the night.
Yep.
To party.
Not even to make money.
So how, this is so great. Like, I get that, but how do we differentiate are there people that are on waiting lists? Do you have to apply for a certain thing?
Yeah, that's a good question. So if we only have a certain amount of money that goes towards homelessness, how do we put that money to the best use? And how do we protect people who are paying from having a homeless encampment outside their business,
which is crazy. Like, that really did just happen. Like those,
and
it's happened in a lot of places. But Sepulveda and Venice is very strange to me. It's like a huge intersection between where two cities touch.
Yeah,
Culver City and Los Angeles are touching each other right there, so they kind of both push it off on each other.
Yeah,
and you just see this crazy takeover. And there was a solution which I thought was very reasonable of put porta potties there. Like, I could see where the money would go to help those people and make it a little bit cleaner for everyone around. Like, go ahead and put if you're just going to let them live there, you have to put in a sink and some fucking running plumbing, dude.
But like Serafina said, that he also mentioned that they come to LA because they're doing something about it. It's not LA's responsibility.
No, and that's what he's saying is it needs to be shared across the board. And if they don't use the money, then they're going to lose it. There's going to actually now be consequences because I was talking to this about Annie, because a lot of this stuff has already been in place. It's just not, people just aren't kind of doing it.
They're going on vacation with that money.
I mean, how many
secretaries' raises and shit.
Dude, remember Bell County had that scandal where almost everyone in the city council was skimming money off shit. There's a lot of fucking
that happened to LA
governments city governments that are fucking stealing money.
In Inglewood, there was just a thing where Mayor Butts was paying his secretary, his personal secretary, for the city. It was getting paid by our tax dollars, and she was making $350,000 a year, almost as much as the president, dude, to be a fucking secretary. I'm sure she does great work. I don't know who she is, but it's
the best.
I'm sure she does great work.
She earned that money, Eric.
But like
You know what?
$350,000.
No.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. Like, why is taking more money always the issue? It's like there's always enough, but where are you spending it? Like, be more aware of that shit. And it's crazy. Like, who are you spending it on and what? I never hear it. I always hear like, there's lots of programs for the homeless. I'm like, what are they? Like, and like, all I want to know, like, is it you giving them a free place to stay?
Housing programs, food programs.
Yes, I get but what do they do and where are they applicable at? Like, and what is the housing program? Is it like Melania said, you get hotel vouchers until you get a place?
Well, that's Section 8. Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, so what's the housing for the homeless? Is it like a hostel building, like a
So
homeless shelter? Like
I
you check in and then you
believe
leave?
Newsom was saying is that there's a lot of government land that is not being used right now. That has been released like since that speech and opened up for other people to like come in and have like a partnership and have subsidized housing.
So
there.
they're going to give government land to contractors to build houses.
Yeah.
To maybe rent out to people who have no money or desire to live in houses.
No.
That's families can maybe move there. That could be good.
That's what that's what it'd be.
That sounds cool.
It's affordable housing because affordable housing isn't in every place. You know what I mean? If you go to Marin County, that's like super high and rich, and that's not very far from Oakland. And you go to Oakland and how different it is. You know.
Sure, but they're all governed by their own like little own governmentships, right? Like each city takes out, like Inglewood handles their own business, Oakland handles their own business. What Marin County? What cities are in Marin County? Is that like Santa Barbara and whatnot?
Marin is.
It's just its own city.
Maybe it's its own city. I don't know. We smoked.
But I'm just saying, like they have their own. They each have their own. They each have their
but
own
it's
government.
somewhere up north,
you know, and they take care of their cities the way differently. Like Inglewood, where we live,
right? But it's still
as corrupt. It's still pretty taken care of.
No, this shit is all fucked up. Again, I don't like to talk
100%.
about like the fuck you got. Like I really enjoy talking to you guys because you guys always throw out these facts and percentages and woo wop beep beep.
I just have questions.
But bro, I'm in the fucking system and I got a DUI in Santa Barbara and I did not want to fucking continue to have to do all of my community service in Santa Barbara.
It's beautiful there.
So I had to tell them that I wanted to do it to Venice. I had to fucking pay Santa Barbara, the county, to release the information for me to get into LA. I had to pay LA to let me in. I had to pay every city. I had to pay them to get the community service hours. I was gonna have to do. They wanted me to do it assigned there. I had to make a payment to pay them to let me do my community service in the county of LA. Like, fuck you fools are just taking money from me for nothing. Like,
my brother got
me
like fucking 400
more.
tickets in Davis. Like not 400, but a lot, and he owed a lot of money, and he paid it off. And then they tried to tell him that he didn't pay anything, and he was like, "What?
That's horrible.
Like what the fuck?" And it was like thousands of dollars
I got
that
3
he
tickets
fucking worked hard to pay off, you know. And he was clearly being harassed by the police, like because of who he was and the car he was driving. He got pulled over like sometimes like 3 times a day.
Oh my god! Speaking of being pulled over. Poor Peter Fina.
I had a friend that got pulled over all the time. It sucked. He knew it.
Poor Peter Fina.
My first car I bought it for $200. It was a 1986 Chevy Celebrity, and it had electrical problems, and my lights used to burn out, and I used to get pulled over all the time for like burnt out lights, tail lights. Blinkers weren't working.
Now we can look at the light side, and I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to do it. They're doing it for safety. Sucks. But that's why they're doing it. Like if you don't have your lights on. Pulling people over like that, like if your cars, like Eric's saying, his cars were like basically he could be driving at night with no lights on, and then imagine all the bad drivers out there. Eric's safety is now in. It's not only is his, but the public safety is out there now.
Yeah.
Same thing if you don't have blinkers. But registration, I don't know about that. You should be able to computer buzz me, send me a ticket. Annually without having to pull me over for that. That's bullshit.
It's your insurance. They have to accept insurance on your phone now. You don't have to have paper insurance.
Oh no, that's great. I mean, I don't worry about that. But like, that's another thing that really bothered me.
Guys,
it's like making that mandatory.
Y'all, I didn't think that was a thing until yesterday. I was mentioning that like my little cousin's girlfriend, she's got a swooped up car. She just bought like a 2020. She swooped it up. She's still swooping it.
What does swooping mean to you?
Like putting on wings at like
wings?
rims.
Okay.
She's a little race car driver. So what race car people do? Switch out the exhaust, put on mortar work.
She's tuning it.
Tuning it. She's swooping it up. Yeah, like
swoop,
yeah. To look up the term in Urban Dictionary, bro.
Hey, I believe it. I'm a father, dude. I don't know.
Watch Fast and the Furious.
My son listens to Little Uzi Vert. I don't even know what that is.
It's a real term. But anywho, she's hooking up her little race car, which is cool, you know.
Don't say race car like that.
But she got her license plate dark IPA, and I didn't think anything of it. Like I was like, okay, that's funny. But then yesterday when I mentioned it, somebody was like,
Getting pulled over, dog.
yeah, like you're just asking for it. Like, hi,
That's
I
like saying, I
drive
love to be
fast
drunk.
cars and I like to drink.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what the fuck? Like he's like, here come the Deweys, and I'm like, damn, bro,
100%.
like
That's
100%.
dumb.
You know,
Well,
That's
some
just,
cars
yeah,
just stand
pull me
out,
over.
but you know what? If she's got nothing to worry about, who gives a fuck? She's just gonna waste other people's time.
yeah.
Sucks. So 'cause every time you get pulled over, it's a minimum of 45 minutes.
She drives a lot, dude. She drives a hell a lot.
Better with
she
the race car?
She drives from Banning, California, which is like by Morongo Casino. For again, you Californians that listen to us, Morongo. It's far, you know. And she lives out there and literally drives down here to Pasadena every day to go to school. And like, you know, gets her school on and then drives back home. So she does a lot of driving.
That's nice. That's not that bad though.
Do you remember?
That'd be fun.
That is
every
bad.
day.
That's like
Palm
on the
Street,
10, right?
Palm, like
Wow, well, that's a straight ass line.
But if you like to drive,
yeah,
you
with
got a
her
race
badass
car?
little
She really likes
car.
to drive,
Yeah,
exactly.
but in traffic in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So she's got hustle. I mean, good girl, but she does do a lot
Shout
of
out
driving.
to you. All right, so,
So that would suck.
it would suck. Yeah, but yeah, that's
get
like
pulled over,
That's
and
basically
she
saying
kinda
I
did
love
it.
beer. You're just saying that on your thing, on your race car. That's not good. That's not smart. You got to put I donate to police funds. Sticker.
Yeah, that got me help.
Those are always good ones.
those
They're
are
like,
good
ones, yeah.
donate to the firefighter.
Rob needs
you
to
know.
do that ASAP.
Those are good stickers to have.
Let's get those stickers.
Freemason ones, you know.
Yeah,
those
we
are
should
good.
just make them. Just make a bunch.
No, we
of
would
I was
never
just
do
thinking
that.
of-
We would
yeah.
buy them.
No, we get them made and then we sell them.
No, we wouldn't.
No,
Not it.
I'll do it.
I don't like to sell things.
Ooh,
Dude, do you remember
Trumpitos?
like
on.
growing up, if you like, you're not supposed to flash your light if someone has their lights off because then they'll chase you down and kill you.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
heard that
supposed
came
to do it.
initiation.
I heard it came from like Los Angeles. I was like, oh,
It
that's some
is.
shit they
That
do in
was
Los
from
Angeles. And that's what they always. Yeah, I do remember that.
They broke that down.
years ago.
Oh, so long ago.
Was it
It's
true?
so
Was it
long
true?
ago.
No, I
Do people
flash
do
my
that?
lights at everyone.
I do too.
You know what? Don't
And
come
I
to
think
LA.
that-
That's what they said. That's what the
One
first.
time-
That was the first branch of that campaign of "Don't move to LA."
One
It
time,
started
someone flashed their lights at me and I tracked them down and killed them.
in Los Angeles. Here's
Allegedly.
nice. Allegedly,
I'm about to leave.
Venus
man.
murders have nothing to do with this show.
I don't know where
Other than the
Serafina
release of the
was
podcast.
during the whole first part of this fucking podcast, bro.
Hey, but
I know what you did last summer.
there was a radio show named Tom
Wrong
Likas,
movie.
and he used to do Flash Fridays. So all throughout Los Angeles and most places that had them,
Flash?
they would do Flash Fridays, and they would
What do
do
you- like-
flash your lights at girls, and they'd show you their titties. And the girls that were doing it would call in and be like, "I'm on this street, like I'm on La Brea and Wilshire or whatever." So then guys will drive by there and flash them their tits and stuff and call in and be like, "I saw it, Tom. I saw it. They're there," you know. And so Flash Fridays was a huge thing too.
It's a really great idea.
My cousin used to flash all the prison buses whenever we'd be on the freeway.
See,
She'd always flash
That's
the
the same.
prison
That's,
buses.
that's doing the Lord's work right there.
Yeah, she
That's
was
how you
like,
get to
these
the good
fools are
place.
going to jail, coming to court, like, do it. And I thought it was so funny. I was young and, you know, really young. And I was just like, yo, she's crazy.
no, that's smart. She's a kind soul. She's like wise beyond her years.
She's the typical fucking jail wife. That's why. Fucking, you know,
I
gordas
remember-
with big titties.
I flashed
My
people.
mom was one of those.
My senior
And she
year.
found the Lord.
What?
Yo, this for art, y'all. He's
That's
a
Art. Her
fool.
dad. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm a very funny comedian. Check.
Hells
Oh.
yeah.
Makes me uncomfortable every time you say that.
What?
I know I don't like to say it. I'm really bad at selling myself.
Or when I say hells yeah.
No, what Art said.
Oh,
I was
like
gonna
and
say
subscribe?
something and I forgot. God damn it!
Once you guys like it, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Should
Click
we,
the
should,
link
should we check
below.
this out?
Yeah, let's watch this video about Trump. Mel, have you heard this? So we're gonna
Of
play
course
this
not.
video.
You guys are my news. Mature
He-
adult news right here, right
Yeah,
now.
mature
This is
adult
the only
news,
time.
like-
Trump got mad at
Searching for
Hold on. I feel like an ad came up.
Abreva, you got herpes?
Sometimes.
Trump got mad at the Academy Awards because what Brad Pitt said. They told me I only had 45 seconds, which is more than they gave Bolton. You know, because no one testified.
a way to help
for
stop
the,
your cold.
the fucking what's it called? The impeachment, right? He just said something like that.
Yeah.
Wait,
And that's
what?
like-
I'm so confused. Brad Pitt said this?
So So basically, Republicans blocked any witnesses from coming forward during the impeachment trial. So it really kind of wasn't a trial.
Okay.
Here, yeah, it's all set up. I think you could
Okay, good.
just play it. This one.
Will do. I'm gonna go ahead and switch and.
Yeah, let me hear this, and then you tell me what
Let's
happened.
see what you got going on.
Wow.
What did he win?
Actor
Thank
or
you.
supporting actor.
This is incredible. Really incredible. Thank you to the Academy for this honor of honors. They told me I only have 45 seconds up here, which is 45 seconds more than the Senate gave John Bolton this week. I'm thinking maybe Quentin does a
brave.
movie about it. In the end, the adults do the right thing. This really is
He's
about
like, how'd you use me in
Quentin
such a bad
Jerome
joke?
I know.
Tarantino. You are original. You are
Okay,
one of a kind.
That's all he said.
He is true though.
The film industry would be a much
That is true
drier
though,
place
man.
without
Quentin
you.
Tarantino is original.
That's the good one. Fucking Brad Pitt's cool. Okay.
Did you guys hear
So-
that China tried to fucking like make Quentin Tarantino change his movie, and he was like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they wanted him. I mean, they wanted him to remove the scene in. Well, I don't know if they actually said, but it has to be this in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where Brad Pitt throws Bruce Lee into a car.
Uh huh.
They don't like so a lot of times movies will get censored for China. They'll say, I want this scene out, or I want this out, or this needs to be changed, or sometimes it's stuff like patches. Like there was something about a patch on the new in the new Top Gun movie, and China didn't like it, so like that was like removed
I
from.
believe it's the Taiwanese flag.
Oh, it's probably what it was. Yeah.
There's
So-
a good South Park episode about this.
Hong Kong's a country, bro.
There's a good South Park episode on everything. I love
Yeah.
those guys. They're so good.
Okay, so that was just what Brad Pitt said.
Okay.
So now that, and so then let's listen to what Trump said about.
Wow, we
The
have to hear this
Oscars.
fucking commercial. Goddamn it!
Oh, well, we just
I don't know how to. It won't-
just hit play.
The bottom right on the other screen. You should be able to just turn the sound down, huh?
That's what I thought, but where? I don't see it.
On the other screen, bottom left or bottom right there.
I don't
No,
know.
right next to
Technical.
that.
Wait, who gave
Excuse
this
our
to me?
technical. I gave it to you. Excuse our technical. I'll
Alright,
take
Pat.
this time to say, you know, you can always check us out at matureadulttime.com. You can also call us at 424-272-8763 and talk to us. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, leave us a message.
Leave us a message and yeah.
And we'll play it. Like, what was it? What was it last time?
Yeah, we played the last one.
What was the last guy that called it? Your green bean?
Yeah, it's because it
Can
was
you tell
an
the story
inside.
of that?
It was an inside joke. We used to work together at a restaurant, and I forget. It was something about pooping green beans or something about green beans.
I don't know. He said you were his green bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was
We
like.
poop
yeah.
on
we,
you?
we called each other green bean. after
Okay,
that.
all right. We got this video. Let's see what it's doing.
Bad with the Academy Awards this year. Do you see it?
I said how bad were they?
And the winner is a movie from South Korea. What the hell was that all about? We got enough problems with South Korea with trade. On
Like,
top
what does
of it,
that
they
have to
gave him
do
the
one
best
with the
movie of
Academy
year. Was
Awards?
it
And do
good?
we have-
That
Let's
was
look
a-
at this
Yeah, I'm
Filipino
looking
and
for,
black
like,
gentleman
wait,
behind him. Look
let's get
confused
Gone with
as
the
fuck.
Wind. Can we get like Gone
I think
with the
it's
Wind
CG.
back, please? Sunset Boulevard.
Gone with the
So
wind.
many great movies. The winner is from South Korea. I thought it was best foreign film, right?
Because I
Best
think he
foreign
talked shit
movie.
about Brad
No,
afterwards.
it was the. Did this ever happen before? And then you
No,
have
that's why
Brad
it was
Pitt.
a
I was
big
never a
deal,
big
you
fan of
idiot.
his. He got up and said, "Little wise guy statement."
Little wise guy statement.
Little wise guy.
Look at her face.
Oh, what a terrible face.
Look
dude.
at everyone's
man.
face in that. It is
It's so good.
hilarious.
What little wise guys?
That little wise guy.
I don't even know what he meant, but who he meant by that. But that's,
So
I think he
Eric,
was talking about Brad Pitt, wasn't he?
Brad Pitt was the wise
I
guy.
think so.
Oh,
yeah, he was talking about Brad Pitt because of that little thing he
Oh.
said about John Bolton. But
Dude,
you don't
Melania.
agree, you don't think that Brad Pitt should use his time right there to talk about that?
I think that it is. I am getting more and more tired of both sides of hearing what famous people have to say. More and more we get into this thing like it just doesn't I'm not saying that he shouldn't say it. I'm just saying, I don't think I don't know what getting up in a room with people that all agree with you and echoing, echoing points. You say whatever you want. Use your 45 seconds to do whatever you want. But I just think it's,
Do you think
I
he was saying
oftentimes,
it? He was saying it to people that were not in the room, though, right?
Yeah.
He was just.
Does who watches the Oscars?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't even
assholes. I'm guessing.
I never watch them.
I used to watch them.
With your asshole relatives, probably. I watched them with my Republican asshole uncle and my Tia Maria and my father. No, not my dad, really. My uncle Chris.
I had a Tia Maria.
Tia Maria.
Tia Marias are popular.
Yeah, I mean, I say whatever you want, but
it's annoying to you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's annoying, and I think it's so insulting how just as a whole, I'm not saying Brad Pitt specifically, just as a whole, celebrities and the entertainment industry thinks that they just have a right to kind of scold people all the time, and from both sides. Like, they both do it. Like, I'm against the concept of it, not about necessarily what they're saying.
And so you hate Brad Pitt, is what you're saying.
I absolutely hate Brad Pitt.
You're not a Legends of the Fall.
But I love him from the neck down.
I like that. No, I'm more of a what was it? Beggar Vance? Wasn't he the Beggar Vance guy? Was he in that?
No, that's Will Smith.
Oh, that's Will Smith?
He was Meet Joe Black.
Oh, Joe Black. That's what I'm thinking of.
You guys need to stop hating celebrities. Serafina hates Brandy.
I don't hate anyone.
I saw it yesterday.
Oh,
you hate Brandy?
You
Tell
know what?
Dr. Art why you hate Brandy so much.
It kind of came out like... First of all, I don't hate her. I did say I hated her, but I took it back because I was just in an extra...
She did take it back.
I was just in an extra mood yesterday. But I'm not a fan of Brandy. She just annoys me.
You're more of a Monica girl, huh?
For sure. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Brandy, and the video came on, and I was like, I can't with this.
I know.
The boy is mine?
I'm about to be late to work, y'all. I'm gonna have to dip out.
Let's just wrap it up. All
Yeah,
right.
we could wrap it up. I mean,
Do we have more?
We could talk about the coronavirus once we all have it next week.
Dude, I got a lot to talk about that, actually. Let's just run it. Nah.
Let's do our own special. Do you want to talk about that, or do you want to be late to work? Like, we could dip,
I mean, I don't know. I'm late to work. You guys are the ones that are here with me.
I don't know.
I was just going to say, I saw a very upsetting video today about this old dude that got picked on in San Francisco by a bunch of, by
a bunch of woke.
A bunch of black people were fucking pointing sticks at him. They had him cornered, and it's a ugly video, and it's a sad video to see. And when I saw it this morning, I just thought, like, the coronavirus, what the city is doing, what the news is doing to people is crazy. People are allowing them to work them as sheeple. Like, you're recording yourselves being mean to this man, and they're playing that on the freaking news, bro. Like, and so now blacks are again on TV across the world being mean to this one man because a bunch of fuckheads decided to be ignorant.
Wait,
was it Asian dude?
It was an older Asian man, and he's like in his 60s, it looks like.
Why are they chasing him?
They're chasing him, saying they hate Asians, take care of your kids. Like, they're doing these acts because of the coronavirus. Like, now people are seeing Asians and just doing dumb shit. Like, I just saw this video, and they're like, the social media and I don't know. It's coronavirus was on the news for what? Couple of days, and then it's gone.
No, it's everywhere. I just got a text from Jonesy saying that he doesn't want to fly because Americans should prepare for coronavirus spread in
China was bragging about how they did a lockdown on millions of people to prevent it, and that other countries should be prepared to do similar actions. I'm like, oh fuck. So
I heard too
I'll shoot the coronavirus comes near my house.
China, like, they're not really being very truthful about what's actually happening.
China never is, dude.
Yeah, and that they're like burning bodies and stuff because there's
did you see what they're doing with their
chemical
farms?
In the air that
they're like killing all their livestock.
It only comes from
mass burials,
burning bodies.
Well, shouldn't they do that
specifically?
Yeah, I guess, but it's crazy. They're putting them all into these big pits, dude. Chickens and cows and sheep alive of them.
That could be propaganda, but wouldn't you want it to be dead if you don't know where it's from? Like, dude, like, come on now. We know what they're telling us. We
We
see
gotta
what
put a
we
ban
see.
on China, dude. I've been calling it for years. Send them to their ghost cities. Quarantine China. Quarantine China. Quarantine. Come on, guys, say it with me.
I'm not saying that.
All right, fine, but we know what it needs to be done.
I'm not jumping on that bandwagon.
All
my
right,
friend.
fine. Not yet, but you
I'm
guys,
not saying
let's look
any.
into
Are you
it.
guys really scared of the coronavirus? Like, you guys think
Yes.
that it's
No.
like really crazy like
Yes,
that?
I'm
I
not
feel like
scared.
everyone I know's had the fucking flu for like 10 months, and I've kind of felt like I've been off and on of it too.
I
Don't
haven't
you guys
been sick. Who's everybody that you know
haven't
that's been
felt
sick?
What? You guys haven't felt sick at all?
No, hungover. Yeah.
Just hungover.
What the
Not
fuck?
really sick,
All right,
though.
when have we been sick?
Yeah.
Other than my period, what have you
Are
heard me
you
complain
sick?
about?
All right.
Not your
feel
friends.
sick.
We're your friends. I think
Art
You,
is
you guys
patient
haven't.
zero.
So you guys think in the last few months you haven't felt any cold symptoms or anything like that?
No.
All right. All right.
what?
Maybe, I don't know though.
Tell
That's
me
what
that
I'm
I'm
saying.
wrong.
think
Have
you're
I had a
forgetting
cold?
it. Probably. You don't think you have? You've been Superman this whole time.
The last time
I remember them with
that I
colds.
feel like I had to get taken care of. No, oh
Do you
God.
guys, if you can remember any colds on this podcast, please
Look,
please
God,
write
I
in.
know who can. I'm gonna call him out, Elliot. I'm gonna call him out. The last time that I was ever felt like I was sick, that I could tell you that I had flu-like symptoms, I was with Elliot. And that was a whole fucking year
It's
ago.
the goat coronavirus.
Oh, no.
That's the one I'm afraid of.
The cabronavirus. That's the
I was serious,
cabronavirus.
and I
dude.
remember because I was stuck at home and he fucking housed me and took care of me. I'm a needy person when I'm sick.
That's
I don't
the
feel-
coronavirus.
Huh?
Just when you're sick?
I'm always needy, but you know what?
I'm just
Extra.
Is that funny? The
Oh,
coronavirus.
yeah, like I asked my friends for soup. When was the last when you dropped off soup? Remember, Serafina? Don't you remember? Forever ago. Okay.
Anyways, I just hope
Also,
we're all better and everyone lives longer.
I'm not scared of the coronavirus. I think it's bullshit.
I'm not scared of it,
Quarantine
but I
China.
don't think it's bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's
Yeah.
real shit.
No. It's
not-
real shit,
it's
but
not-
I don't think that.
it's not-
I think they could control it if they really wanted to. Because my dad just flew back, which he shouldn't have fucking done.
I think China's killing off everyone that's
Did he
not
go
ready
to
to
China?
invade America. They're just like, oh, it's coronavirus, and they're just snatching people. They're disappearing people. China's known to have been doing it, and it's happening.
You think?
Be prepared, everyone.
In China,
Buy
here.
our water. Buy mature adult time farm water if you
Oh
want to
my
live.
gosh.
dude.
the
So yeah, what are
apocalypse.
we gonna do now? Nothing made in China. Like, how do you do that? You can't be ordering from Amazon.
Well, you should have been learning to do it yourself this whole time. That's why my son's backpack didn't come. Coronavirus stopped it. It was coming from China.
And you stopped it.
No, they stopped it. Dude, it was supposed to be on the 14th and still never showed up. Amazon never does these things. It just kept saying it may be lost. I finally reached out to them. Amazon took care of it like I knew they would.
Way to
Good
go,
American
Oh
Amazon.
my
business.
God.
Way to go, good guy Amazon.
Thank you, good
Oh,
guy Amazon. Thank
wait,
you, Big Papa Amazon.
Real quick, I did see that Jeff Bezos, like I think it was last week, it said that he's donating $10 billion to fight climate change. I don't know exactly who he's like, what organizations he's all donating it to, but he's like donating $10 billion or $7 billion, something like that. A
We
shit
fight
ton of
climate
money.
change here. Give us some of that money.
And
I'll fight it all day.
I saw a bunch of articles and I heard a bunch of people talking shit because it wasn't enough. It's
so
like
much.
it's like this guy just gave 10, and it's like, but it's less than 10% of his overall net worth. It's like, how much have you given? Like, have you given anything to it? I just thought it was funny. I thought it like
I'll
this
give
guy.
10% of my overall net worth.
I will fucking
Charlotte.
not.
I will not. Yeah,
I
I will
will
not.
You
not.
need to prove to
Fuck
me that you can
outta
do it.
here.
This is my thing. Do it for free, and if it works, we'll pay you all the money you want. Just do it for free. If it's really going
Do
to
it
kill the
for
planet,
free?
yes. If it's going to kill the fucking planet, and you have the
Who?
ability, anyone,
Who?
anybody.
Just think about it. All right, so you got all these tech bros, right? Bunch of tech bros. They're young. They're awkward. They've got all the fucking money in the world. Wouldn't it be the best pickup line to be like, "Oh yeah, remember when the planet was gonna die, and I saved it with all my money, and I asked for nothing."
They always say money could save it. It's
it'd
like,
be
on
great.
what? What would you spend the money on? Just do that for free if it's going to save the planet. And then we owe you, dog. Like, come on.
Come on.
Okay.
You never heard of credit? That's how the fucking thing works,
I
dog.
mean, I feel that, bro.
It's like, don't tell me to pay. Like, all right, pay me $11 billion. I'll save the planet.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work.
But
You can't do it that
costs
way.
money. You can't just do it for free. You
If
need
it's gonna
money.
save
People
everyone on
have
the planet.
money, though,
No,
Serafina.
okay, fuck the money. Just put the money
People
aside.
That's what I know. He just
You
did.
guys, really quick,
How
just-
much money was just-
Please stop talking over. Just listen to me.
happening.
Play this little game with me. Listen, there's no money, right? There's just a planet with humans on it. Something's going to destroy it. We have a way to stop it. Would they have to create money to pay that person to stop it, or could you just stop it? If you had a way to stop it, you stop it, or would you have to create money to do it?
One question:
Yes.
Do we still have Will Smith? Because can we just
No.
send Will Smith at it?
In this scenario, yes, and we can do that, but he has to volunteer.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are fucking retarded. But dude,
there's a
no, for
true
real, all
solution.
these fucking celebrities have all these
Let's do
fucking
it.
like, oh, we can live in
Governments have-
space. Once the Earth goes, we got money. We can live in space. We got these space houses, yada yada. These fools got fucking bread.
Governments use eminent domain to take things before.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, if it's a case of resources, you need trees, woods, oil, whatever you need to like stop this whatever disaster. Do it. Take it.
I'm back to what Eric said about celebrities. Exactly. Fucking J-Lo and all these fucking celebrities.
Hey,
Puerto
let's
Rican.
not
I'm just
bring
saying,
J-Lo into
No.
It's
this.
just so funny
Puerto
that money
Rican-
always solves everything.
Puerto Rican celebrities that are like, oh, go fund this account and help us save Puerto Rico. Bitch, you could buy Puerto Rico. What the fuck? Like, come on.
The US did.
They
and did
do got
nothing with
money.
it.
They have the money, but they're sitting here on Instagram asking Instagram followers to fucking
Did you see
donate
that
money to
warehouse of
causes.
goods that they found
It's weird.
Puerto Rico government
Yes.
was hiding
Yep.
from
that
their own
too.
people? That's pretty
up.
fucked up, man.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
From
It's
their
like,
own people. Puerto Rico are part
you
of
get
the
the
US.
money, you get
Their
the
own
supplies.
people.
What are you going to do with it?
Puerto
Like,
Ricans are our people. What do you mean? Like,
that's
their
what I'm
own
saying.
people. We are our own people.
I just thought it was funny that he got shit for giving $10 billion. Like, who does that? It's a lot of
It's
money.
pretty fucked up, man. That's
It
some
is a lot of money.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, way to go. I mean, you know,
But I
you
still-
don't pay taxes, and there's lots of other bad things you do, but that's a good one.
That's
you know?
'cause he
Way
milked
to
the
go.
system
Yeah,
that they
that's
set
$10
up.
billion to that. Now he needs to do $10 billion to our pockets.
And the homeless.
Sure. He could fix a lot of shit.
Just give everyone $10 billion.
I guess
Just
money's
give
the
me-
ultimate solution.
Yeah, that's what, like, again,
Help.
if we go back to that South Park episode, that's what cured AIDS and fucking Magic
Yeah,
Johnson.
they boiled it up and shit.
Yeah, they just shot money into his veins. So,
That was
Fucking
great.
South Park. I love. You know, maybe I should try to give South Park a chance.
it's good.
Give South Park a chance.
Give
now.
South Park a chance.
It's really good.
There's only 23 seasons for you to go watch or something like that.
Yeah, and those old ones, they're still funny, but it's rough
Oh, they're
animation.
just-
Yeah,
they're
it
just-
is.
they're
But that's
just-
why it was cool.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
then
know.
it's just still like, oh my god.
I know.
Like,
I
it's
said
almost
this-
hard to watch, but nah.
And
Yo.
the storylines too. Like I like that. I like the more topical storylines.
Yeah, they got.
I
better.
said this not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure it was at the cinema. But like, I remember the first time I watched South Park. I was young in science camp, and it was the episode that like two animals had sex, and then they made this weird mixed baby of some sort. And it was I was still. I'm telling you, I was innocent once, and I remember those days. And I was just like, this is so wrong. I don't like this show. It's wrong. And I just never found it funny.
in America, you're
It's been
innocent until
tainted in my
proven
hair.
guilty.
Golly.
Not on Twitter though.
Oh yeah, that's not America. That's Twitter.
All right, now I am officially late to work.
Ta-da!
Going to the cinema.
I don't know. Let's go check it out. Let's do a head count.
All right.
Did you guys all have fun?
I had fun.
I had fun.
I love you guys so much.
I love you guys too.
You guys should always go to the cinema bar. Come drink with us. We got a special.
Do it.
Do
Down
it
a
up.
beer for $10.
Plus,
Well, that's been us, everybody. Thanks for listening to Mature Adult Time, the peanut gallery of podcasts, semi-truths, half-researched articles, and a lot of arguments
Stand up against China.
Emotions.
Stand up against China.
and friendship.
Be brave.
bye.
Make your own toilet paper.
Oh, and weed.
Make your own toilet paper.
Dr. Art says smoke a lot of weed.
Oh, goodbye, Dr. Art. I want to say it in a porn star like kind of voice.
Ew, gross.
Okay.
Say it in any voice
Yeah,
you
please
want,
do.
I guess. Yeah.
Hi, guys. Please call us at 424-272-8763.
That's your porn voice?
That sounded like a librarian.
Oh,
Yeah, what do you watch?
I'll work
Tranny
on
porn? Bye.
See ya.
Later, fools.
Bye.